If you are now here, that means you are ready to check your guided practice work. So let's go ahead and go into it. So if I'm going from 65%, I know that first things first, in order to go from a percent to a fraction, I can simply just write that over 100, which will give me 65 over 100. Now, in order to write a fraction as a decimal, I can simply divide 65 by 100. But another way that we could simply divide this 65% by 100, there's a decimal here at the end, so just move it twice to the left and you have your decimal of 0.65. Will still be that. So my first row is clear, it is done, and it is good to go. All right, so here, if I have a decimal, this is the only thing that they give me. I need to know what is this decimal as a fraction and what is this decimal as a percent. So here, if I know I need to go from decimals to percentages, the only thing that I need to do is literally take 20 and multiply it times 100. And the same thing as multiplying it times 100 is basically saying that this is this 20 and it is going to be swooped to the end. So it should be, your decimal at the end should be 20%. So basically another way to multiply by times 100 is of course to move it right to the right twice, which would give you your place value of 100. So this will still be 20%. If you want to write this as a fraction, of course, I can go from decimal to fraction by simply using my place value, and I could literally write 20 over 100, or I could say that this is 1 out of 5 if I simplify it. Of course, I know that they give me a percent again. Anytime that I have a percentage and I need to just write it as a fraction, I simply just write that percent over 100. So this would be 350 over 100. Now, if I want to make this fraction into a decimal, I simply just divide. So 350 divided by 100. And my decimal point will go straight up here, which will be 3.5. So this would be my decimal. Now, this time they just give us simply the fractions. So I know that I could go from this fraction to this decimal, then I can go to a percent because I know I can multiply the decimal by 100 in order to make percent. So first things first, in order to figure out what is this actual fraction, I'm going to take 1 and divide it by 8. 8 can't go into 1, but it can go into 10 at least one time. And bring my decimal straight up. So I know as a decimal, this is 0.125. And of course, if I want to multiply this 0.125 times 100, I could simply go ahead and go through the whole math situation. Five. Um, hmm. And of course, I'm going to swoop 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So my decimal would, or my fraction or my percentage would be 12.5%. So if you want to go from a decimal, or sorry, fraction to a decimal, divide the numerator by the